Now, where were we before being so rudely interrupted? I have a little bit of a dilemma here. Is if I'm doing training, I'm not working, and if we don't go to work, we don't get paid. And so far on this website, we are up to, well, this is the 14th video, and it's just a little bit more than an hour long, this training. So I just checked in the last video training I did last night was how to add a cover image on this and how to add this little video in the middle here. And at this point I promised some really great training and free stuff on the inside, and that's what I'm going to deliver. So what I should do right now, I suppose, is add our first page to this website. So let's log in to the dashboard of WordPress. And here we are, and let's open this site back up in another window so we can keep an eye on things. And what you see here is actually the landing page, not necessarily the home page, it's the landing page. So let's go back here, and we need to actually give ourselves a home page, what this website is actually going to be about. So let's add our page. Let's make sure this is on visual. And let's call this Online Marketing Training Course. And let's save draft. Now let's take a peek at it. Alright, this is going to be, for now, what's kind of like a home page, and I've got to design this page. And what I need to do is make up a sidebar over here that's going to allow us to have our links in it, our page tabs and such. And while this website is actually being built, I want to keep track of the stats, the people that come to it, visitors. So how do we do this? Back here, we need to go to our widgets area. And this is the primary sidebar. Let's see what happens if we drag over our fidget. We save it. Back to the website, web page, and refresh. Now when I have visitors outside of myself working on this, I will know. And this website, of course, I just started, and I do have a subscriber already, which is kind of strange. And if you're not getting a subscriber, if you're not building your list every day, I mean every day, you're doing something wrong. Now what I need to do is put a text widget above the fidget widget, and I need to add my autoresponder right here too. So the first thing is, of course, the autoresponder. So let's go back and let's drag the text widget above the fidget. Let's pull the fidget widget out first. We'll put the text in first. And let's call this Free WordPress Website Training. And let's, for now, just put test in here. Let's save it. Close. Now we can add the fidget back in underneath it. Let's come back here and refresh. Now we should have a little image right here. You need an image. People need to see what they're being offered. So let's go find an image and place it in here. And I'll show you how that's done. As a matter of fact, instead of this text up here, we actually should have a nice looking image. Similar to this, except not the same, and this text is here. I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to have a nice red arrow pointing up at it to really catch people's attention. So how do we do this? Well, I took the free images and on the desktop I made this up. So let's first open it up and alter it. Let's resize this to 50% and let's select this, making sure that we catch the shadow. Let's cut it and I use Control X. Let's come back here, paste it. Now the sidebars in these blogs are generally 200, so let's make this 200 wide. And let's see if we make it 200 vertical. We'll see. We'll make it square. See how it looks. That should be alright. And we'll save this as a JPEG, as inner circle e-cover for new website, and save it. Now back on this website, let's go back inside the dashboard here and let's actually add a new page. We're going to call this a test page. This page will never be published. And we're going to upload this image. Let's show kitchen sink. Put this to the center. Upload image. Right here. Open it. Now for our alt text, we want to add something that relates to what our website is. So let's put step-by-step guide to building a website, online marketing training. And let's make sure that this is centered, full size, insert into post. Now let's save this as a draft. And let's preview it. Okay, this would look pretty nice sitting over here on the side, wouldn't it? Could have had this text bigger, but it'll do. So now we need to get an arrow pointing up underneath it, so it's going to capture people's attention. So I'm going to go find an arrow, and I'll come back here, and I'll meet you right here. Okay, underneath this, let's put an arrow pointing up that I just found from my desktop to see how it looks. That'll work for now. And make sure it's centered, and let's see how it looks. Preview it. And I don't necessarily like it, so maybe what I'll do is take these two images and take them back to PowerPoint and alter them. I'll overlay them. And I'll come back. You're kind of getting a bonus lesson here. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go back to the page. Let's get rid of both of these. Let's go center. Let's upload and the new image I just created. Right here, let's see how it looks. Centered, insert. Nope, that's medium size. That isn't going to work. So let's alter that image. Let's delete it. Try that again. And let's make sure that this is full size. We want it to be 200 wide. Insert into post. Now let's preview it. So if this were sitting right over here, people first come to the website, that's what they're going to see. That is what we want, and that's what I'm going to go with for now. So how we do this is go back to this page, and we want to click on HTML, and we want to copy all of this. Highlight it, copy it. You can just save draft, and as a matter of fact I don't think that was even necessary, but it's done. Now let's go back to our widgets, and let's go over to our primary sidebar where this text is. Let's actually get rid of this, delete it, and just paste that HTML coding right here. Now let's save, and we're going to need to check that page to see what it looks like. So let's go to our pages, and this draft right here, let's preview it. Let's get rid of all of these. Okay, people come to our home site, they see this. Get this free. It grabs your attention. Now we need to add our autoresponder code right here and make sure they know that we don't give their information away. So let's go back to our widgets. Primary sidebar. Now let's type this in. Enter your information below for this free WordPress website training. Make sure that you always do this. Always. Now let's save and see what that looks like. Enter your information below for this. You need to capitalize this for this free WordPress website training. That works. Let's capitalize that one word. Now I'm going to go grab my HTML code and paste it right here. Paste. Save. Now let's check it. Okay, it's looking good. Now what I need to do is actually write up a page here, and we'll be good to go for this page.